It's week 2 of the NFL, and we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Titans and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tannehill now to throw. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Tannehill over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Tannehill. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expected to hit the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 94 yards, and a score. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion right comes Allen. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's got Allen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. 3rd down and 10.
Draw play. It's Eckler fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. Back to throw, Tannehill. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert rolling to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Forced out to his left. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And there's a little bit of a case of back to the future, because Justin Herbert, as a rookie, 5 rushing touchdowns, 3 in 2021, and none last year. I think that speaks to his development as a pocket passer and trusting his receivers more and more. But in this case, trusted himself and found the end zone.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, they got him again. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. So 1 touchdown, 1.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. There he goes left side. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down, and he's going to go down again. Deion Henley in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Called that a return of 38. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So out come the Chargers. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second and a long way to go. Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Chargers offense back onto the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Trucks over him and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Eckler.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's Tannehill.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Tannehill's, that's taken in by Okonkwo.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 114 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And they're going to speed things up here. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Out to his left.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Chargers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.